Hello, my name is Ashani Yapa. I'm a registered migration agent here at Cirrus Migration. In today's video, I'm going to explain the Employer-Nominated Visa, subclass 482, most commonly known as TSS visa. I will explain the visa process, the steps involved, and the costs involved for each step for the employer and the employee or the nominee. This visa was introduced to replace the subclass 457 visa. And the program's intention is to let Australian employers address the labour market shortages by bringing in highly skilled overseas workers. The subclass 482 visa has three streams: short-term stream, medium-term stream, and labour agreement stream. If the nominee's occupation is listed on the short-term skilled occupation list, the visa must be lodged under short-term stream. Visa can be granted for up to 2 years unless there is an international trade obligation and there is no permanent residency pathway through short-term stream. But if the nominee's occupation is listed on the medium to long-term list or regional occupation list, the visa can be lodged under medium-term stream. Visa can be granted for up to 4 years, and after 3 years, the applicant can apply for permanent residency. There are 3 steps to applying for a TSS visa. All the steps can be applied together, which is great if your visa runs out soon. Step 1 is applying for sponsorship. The Australian employer must apply to become a standard business sponsor. At this stage, the employer needs to prove that they have a registered legal entity, also prove the identity of the business and its legal operations in Australia. Cost of sponsorship is $420 right now, and it is payable by the employer. The next step is the nomination. I would call this the most critical and complicated step of the process. At this stage, the employer needs to identify the employee as the nominee, needs to establish that the position is genuine within the organization. Through labour market test, the employer has to prove that they could not find a suitable Australian employee. Employer also needs to prove that they are going to pay the employee above TSMIT, which is the temporary skilled migration income threshold set by the Department of Home Affairs, which is currently 53,900 Australian dollars. Finally, the salary has to be at least annual market salary rate for the employee's occupation. Cost of nomination is $330 plus Skilling Australia Funds levy, which is $1,200 or $1,800 depending on the employer's turnover. Final step is lodging the visa application. In order to lodge a valid visa application, you need to have completed Step 1 and Step 2, which are lodging a sponsorship and a nomination application. But you do not necessarily have to have an outcome of the 2 applications before you can lodge a visa application. When lodging the visa application, applicant has to prove that they have at least 2 years work experience in the nominated occupation or a highly relevant field. They may need to prove their English depending on their passport. For certain occupation, applicant needs to have a positive skills assessment. And if you are lodging the visa under short-term stream, then the applicant has to prove their genuine temporary intentions in Australia. Cost of visa application for the short-term stream for main applicant is $1,265. For medium-term stream, it's $2,645. Even though this visa has great benefits for both employers and employees, it could be quite a complicated process. We have been helping clients for this sort of visas for many years. If you're an employer or employee looking for further advice, please get in touch with us. We are happy to help you anytime.